Hey everybody, I'm Henry. So as I promised, I bought the Leica glass. This is the 15mm F1.7. Also came with this pouch bag, which I love it because, well, this is way smaller than the pouch bag it came, but of course you can use it for your kit lens, which is a zoom lens, and is way bigger. I wasn't expecting actually to be this small. I mean, it's really small, it's tiny, and it has a drawback. When you want to actually remove this lens from your camera, it's a bit challenging, you know, because it's very tiny and it's slippery on these edges. It's not like it has some grip. It's different when you want to remove the kit lens because it's huge, it's bigger, and it gives you more grip and more torque. This guy is a pain in the ass when it comes to remove it from the body. This is the only drawback that I have so far, and so I said it right in the beginning. So let me remove this cap lens so we can actually see the front. So this has a filter thread of 46mm, and I'm intending to buy also a filter because when I shoot outside, of course with this aperture 1.7 being the maximum, it will allow a lot of light, and you can't actually manage that light without having a filter, right? So the glass looks so pristine, it's clean, and it's heavy. I mean, it's heavy, it's almost as heavy as my kit lens, the 12-60. This lens is designed pretty well. I like the aperture ring. I usually do everything digitally through the camera, so I don't think I'm going to use it, but anyway, manual focus ring works very smooth, and I try to rotate it also to the zoom lens, but in this fast prime glass it just works better. I mean, you can feel the smoothness better, and you like smoothing better with this. It also has this autofocus, manual focus switch button right here, so you can switch to manual focus or you can just switch to the autofocus. The lens does also come with this hood, so you can remove this ring right here, which is just for aesthetic, and you can place the hoodie right here, and it comes with this rubber cap lens. You can remove it, and now you have a hood on your 15mm 1.7, which you can use it when you do photography or video in a sunny environment in the midday, so you can actually avoid the glare that the sun may actually hit your camera. So it's a great accessory that comes, and it's made of metal. Just listen to it. Yeah, right now I'm filming with the kit lens 12-60, aperture 3.5, 4K 25 FPS, is standing right against the window, so there is tons of natural light, and I'm all about the natural light. I hate tungsten lights. Okay, I guess it's time to swap the lenses and see the difference that I paid for. And here we are, I have swapped the lenses, and I'm seeing some zebras on my face because this right now is at f1.7 and I had to crank down the ISO. It's on its minimum, it's 200 ISO, and on the kit lens I suppose it was 640 ISO, right? So right now I'm just going to remove the zebras. This is 2.0, this is 2.2. And I guess with the 2.2 it looks way better. So you can tell right away that you are way more flexible using this lens, because even if it becomes darker outside, you can crank down the aperture and set it 1.8, 1.7 and still have a lot of light in it. With, you know, the ISO right now is 200. So it's the best you can get, right? So what do you think? How does the picture quality, how does the image quality difference from the Leica glass and the kit lens? If you don't see any pulsing in the background, it's because, you know, I have my methods. What I do, I turn off the autofocus continuous, and if I want, for example, to show something right in front of the lens, what I do is that I place this here, and in the same time I just press the half the shutter, and it triggers, it pulls the focus back. And the same thing I did right now. So I just, you know, I come in front of the camera, I pull focus just by pressing the half shutter, and it works just great. And you remove the pulsing in the background, right? So it's quite a good method if you like to work like that, but yeah. Alright. Leica, continuous autofocus is on, face detection is on. Let's go real quick back to my face. It got me. Come here again. I should say that the autofocus works way better with later editions of the Panasonic GH5, GH5S, G9, G85. This is the G7. I need to step up the audio game, you know. Okay, I guess the face detection is working great on the Panasonic Leica F1.7 15mm. Now let's try the single area autofocus. Single area continuous autofocus turned on. Let's check the autofocus. Get me. Okay. Get me. This is the box that the lens came in. Okay, back to me. Back to the box. Back to me. You know, let's see if it's going to pull focus on that. It did. It did. So the Panasonic Leica 15mm F1.7, it's working pretty well. But, you know, let me know if there is any pulsing in the background that you can tell when my autofocus is on with the Panasonic Leica 15mm F1.7. I'm just curious. Still, as I told you, I don't actually use the autofocus continuous when I do such shootings. But, you know, just for some conversation with you guys. So, yeah. Kit lens autofocus continuous turned on, face detection turned on. I found that the Panasonic G7 responds really well to the face detection autofocus selection. So as you can tell, the face detection pulls focus real quick and very faithful. You can tell that the face detection autofocus mode works really well on the Panasonic G7. I always like to use this if I'm outdoor shooting. I find it way better than the one focus single area autofocus. Let's check the one area autofocus. So I'm just in the box. Okay, here we go. Okay, it does pull focus real quick, right? Well, I can tell that it works way better with the face detection autofocus on the Panasonic G7. Right here I have the box that the Panasonic Leica 15mm came. So let's see how it's going to pull the focus real well. Back to my face, back to the box. But I'm not sure about the pulsing on the background, you know. So this is the Panasonic Leica F1.7 15mm, and it's actually working pretty well. Just I'm not sure about the pulsing on the background, right? So yeah, this is my action camera. Let's see. Yeah, it pulls focus also very fast, right? Yeah. So Henry, is there any negative thing that you could actually mention about this lens? The 15mm F1.7 doesn't come with stabilization on the lens. It's like made for each other, you know, the Panasonic G7, the Panasonic 15mm F1.7 doesn't have stabilization, so yeah, it's just for these steady shots on the tripods. But sometimes you need that stabilization because you may, you know, record on the field and you need some very good stabilization because you are walking around, you are showing things. So I might consider selling my zoom lens, you know, and add some money and buy the 12-35 Mark II f2.8. That could actually be a nice, good deal. So yeah, that was all about it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this review for my Panasonic Leica, my newest lens, the 15mm f1.7. I would actually recommend it to you also if you want a really nice setup and have a lens that actually can give you tons of light and at the same time gives you plenty of room to, you know, to film. And yeah, that was my review about this Panasonic Leica 15mm f1.7. I really hope you found this helpful, and if so, make sure to smash that thumbs up button below. It helps me a lot to grow my channel. And yeah, stick around and stay safe out there. Bye bye.